Alright, so today our beloved sensei is gonna teach us all about edges. Because he doesn't teach anything, he just sits here doing nothing, cracking jokes, making fun of me, making me explain everything, learn everything. God dang!
Alright, let's do it with this.
I'm scared. No, please, I'm sorry.
Oh, one. Oh, oh,
Oh,
oh,
oh,
oh,
oh.
oh. I think he died. Too bad.
I'm alive. Alright, edges. So edges are nothing but the transition of halftones between light to dark. Edges are literally everywhere. Literally they appear everywhere and they are a part of reality. Without them, your art doesn't feel real. It doesn't have a sense of realism. Okay, so there are like 4 types of edges: hard, firm, soft, and lost. Okay, so a hard edge is razor sharp. There is no softer transition between the values. A firm edge is kind of like hard, but also in the middle of soft. So it's like a combination of hard and soft. A soft edge is very soft, but still you can figure out that there are like 2 values. The lost edge is interesting, is very interesting. So the 2 values get merged together, and that is why it is called as the lost edge, because both of the values get lost. The edge gets lost. Okay, it almost becomes a single value. Alright, so there are like various methods of making an edge. Everyone makes edges in their own ways. Here are like 4 examples. The first one is like soft brush blending, which is like a basic round brush, round soft brush. Then there is like the opacity blending, which is like using the opacity setting to blend 2 values together, thus creating an edge. Then there is like hard brush blending, which is like using the hard brush with no opacity, no pen pressure, and which is really difficult to do. Okay, so it's like picking up proper values from the color picker and then blending it all together. And the last one is using textured brushes. So this is the most fun way. So it is just using different textured brushes, all types of textured brushes, to get that randomness, to get that variety in the edges. It gives a very different painty or painterly styled effect to the painting. Okay, so it's like too fun. I like that the most. It's my favorite blending method. So practice making edges with different types of brushes, with different using different techniques. Find your fancy, find what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and what you find as the most fun way to paint. Okay, so yeah. Alright, so the next exercise would be to draw or paint edges randomly. So I'm using different kinds of edges while combining 2 different values. So this is very helpful while doing an actual painting, because you'll have to tackle a lot of edges in a single area. Okay, so practice stuff like this, merge different shapes and random stuff together, so that you will have a feel of how it works when you're actually painting something, and then at that time you will not get stuck. Alright, so yeah. Alright, so next up we are gonna see some examples, see some real life as well as some artists examples. Okay, this is a real photograph. Okay, so over here this is almost like a firm to hard edge. This is a soft edge. Over here on the lips, that shadow is creating a hard edge over here. Then this is again a soft edge. Okay, and then over here at the bottom part where you cannot see his shirt and neck anymore, this is a lost edge. This whole area from over here to over here, this is a freaking lost edge. Okay, so that is why lost edges are important. You do not have to paint detail and you can just get away with the detail. Okay, so Frank Frazetta also does stuff like this. Okay, if you check out his work, so over here where the ribcage meets the abdomen, this is a firm edge, and the arm shadow is a hard edge, and the transition between the lower abs and the upper abs, this is a soft edge. And then the crocodile has soft edge over here, and this part is all lost because you cannot see anything. Even this thing is lost. It quickly turns from hard edge to a lost edge. So yeah, even Xiaoming Wu is a master of edges. Okay, he doesn't just lose his edges in the darks, but he also does it in the lights. Okay, so over here, look at this, the whole face. You cannot see her face. He hasn't even painted the face. Come on, this is all a lost edge over here. Okay, it goes from soft to directly lost, and over here on her butt, it directly merges with the sofa or whatever she is lying on. Okay, that is a lost edge. So he's like using various different types of edges one after the other. This is a firm to hard edge, then he quickly converts it to a softer edge, then he again goes to a firm to hard edge. Okay, so he's a master of edges. I love his work, man. Then there is of course Marco Bucci. Okay, so he's also using all these techniques. Okay, so this is a lost edge over here, even below the chin area, and over here also. These are all lost edges. Even the cape shadow, these are all lost edges. Okay, then this is a hard edge, then this is a hard to soft edge over here, and this is again a hard edge, and the outlines are of course hard edges. Okay, he's also doing some crazy stuff over here. Comic artists, even comic artists, anime artists do all this stuff. Okay, but they use a different technique called as hatching. Okay, it is a similar technique to using textured brushes and textured stuff. Okay, so over here where the pectoralis muscle transitions to the deltoid muscle over here, he has created all these lines to indicate that shadow. Okay, it gets kind of firm over here, firm to hard over here, but it gets softer over here. So he has indicated it with lines. Okay, even over here to indicate a softer transition of the abdomen going in the shadow, he has indicated that with lines. And this whole thing is lost edge. He has just painted it with black, everything black. Okay, Ryan Benjamin, he's a god tier artist. Check. And then there are like anime artists who also does stuff like this. Okay, so over here his knuckles, this is a hard edge, this is a soft edge, then it gets harder over here. Okay, he's not using too much lost edges. Okay, this is a lost edge kind of. Okay, it happens everywhere. Every artist uses this. Okay, so yeah, these are like different techniques. These are how artists use different techniques. So you have to find your tribe, you have to find inspiration from artists. Okay, so yeah, in the next video finally I'm going to talk about color, so stay tuned for that. Okay, subscribe so you do not miss out any of those videos. Click the bell icon, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.
You there? Subscribe and join the Discord and click the bell icon so that you do not miss out future videos. Goodbye.